We are recording.
All right, so thanks for joining, everybody. This is a tutorial for the new timesheet system with Unanet that we're going to be using. My name is Jeff Yoder with the corporate team here at ARL. For the past couple months, we have been working with John Kopauchi with the Unanet team. He's the admin, the wizard in the background, doing all the pieces of moving our entire accounting timesheets. We're going to do expenses, subcontractor billing, all that stuff into the Procast system. I'd ask, if you want to type your questions as we're going, that'd be great. I think folks can unmute and mute themselves and everyone stays muted for now. That'd be awesome. And we can take questions by phone or by chat at the end of the session as well. So as I said, what we've been doing the past several months is working with John and the Unanet team to transition to Unanet from Procast. And again, that's for all of our accounting, our timekeeping, expenses, all those functions. We're doing this as a strategic decision that was made during our offsite strategic planning sessions last year. And we've been working hard towards this implementation. John and I have been doing this for a couple months. We've been doing all the back end pieces. We still have a few pieces to go with kind of tying historicals and billing together. But we are pretty close. We've tested some things. We are ready to go live, and phase one of that going live plan is for our employees to move to the Unanet system for timesheets. Today, I'm going to go through setting up and submitting the timesheet in Unanet, and we're going to begin by using Unanet with our next timesheet reporting period, which opens on September 1st. So initially, you will need to put time in both Procast and Unanet while we do this. This is, again, phase one. We're not ready to completely move everything over. We're going to obviously have a few little bumps along the way as far as doing the transition. We want to make sure we continue with Procast as the system of record for timekeeping, for billing for now. But parallel, we're going to be doing Unanet as well as testing as we're going through, and that's going to be the month of September. We anticipate, all things going well, October 1st, we will move from Procast and just use Unanet. But again, while we transition, at least for first and second periods of September, you're going to need to use both systems to record your time. But again, now that being said, Procast is still our system of record. If we do have a DCAA audit or floor check like we did a few years ago at ONR, Procast will be what they look at as your system of record to make sure you're doing your timesheets every day. Do both. Procast still the system of record for now. Obviously, you'll see emails, information when we do go live and when we switch to Unanet. So the system is very similar to Procast or whatever timesheet system that you have been using. They're all fairly intuitive. This one is very user-friendly. It doesn't just do timesheets, and as you'll see in a minute when I start going through it, it does capture leave requests, it does capture expenses, it does capture a lot more kind of employee-friendly and back-office-friendly pieces that make it a system that will be easier for everybody to use is the hope and goal. So again, with that as an overview, I'm going to walk through the login, creation, completion, submission process for a Unanet timesheet with one of our test employees. After I do that, I'm going to play the quick demo from the Unanet site that kind of shows the timesheet system as well in case I missed something. That's about a 3-minute video that I'm going to play from my screen just so we have that on the recording as well for folks to have when this recording gets put on the ARL portal for folks to watch later for anyone who's missed it. Obviously, anything that questions come up later as we go through this process, I'll be available. I'll be your first point of contact to just go through this. It should be fairly simple. So with that, as you'll see, I am at the Unanet login page. You will get this information. Obviously, when we go live, it'll be there Tuesday or soon Tuesday. Nothing has been turned on yet for employees because if you go in and mess around, if we go live with it, as I understand, emails will start flying. It'll say your timesheet's late. A lot of love notes that we don't need in the system right now for anybody. So nothing has been turned on yet as far as you being able to go in, record time, or start the process yet. We have obviously set up a couple of test employees. We have been doing some back-end work so we can do what we need to do. And with that, I'm going to start with logging in. So my employee name with this person is new employee. The usernames for everybody is first letter, first name, and then the entire last name. This is not case sensitive. Obviously, passwords are, and you will receive your passwords when we go live with the system on Tuesday. And as you saw there was a forgot password function, not turned on yet, but that will then spit out a new way for you to put in a new password if you forget at some point. So when I do that, it goes to my Unanet dashboard. I have an active timesheet, which I've been using, that is for the first period of August. I have one that I have not created yet for this time period that we will be going through. And as I mentioned, you can do leave requests. Oh, I had one last period. This employee had one last period because they wanted to go help move their daughter in. Sorry? Got a little feedback there. I'm not sure what happened. You can do expense reports, all that is in here as well. Hearing to get a little feedback again. If you can mute your line, that'd be great. So I have an open timesheet here. If I want to go and, oh, I forgot to finish this one, I'm clicking on the pencil to go do so. Again, my billing codes are right here. You know, vacation, you have that as a line. My direct project billing code is in here as well. I did my timesheet for that last period, but man, I forgot to submit it. Everything's in here. I hit submit. Same process as with Procast. If I want to do any comments in here, same piece. I have no comments. Hit submit. Not required yet. That's the process to go through, and nothing's turned on yet. So wanted to go through that as well. So now I can also go back to my dashboard by the top here. Now I'm back to just my timesheets. I have an active timesheet, but now for this period, I need to do a new one. I'm clicking plus timesheet. It's going to take you to the date of today. And obviously, when you're in a new period, you won't need to put in a different date. Most of the time, you'll be able to use a date that's pre-populated. I'm going in today. Oop, I haven't done any time yet. I'm going to put in my direct project code. Yesterday, I worked 8 hours. I'm saving my timesheet. Pretty simple. Oh, wait, I made a mistake. Yesterday, I only worked 5 hours because I forgot I had to leave early because I had a doctor's appointment. Change that to 5 by overriding the 8. It's going to take me to the screen to ask me why did I need to do that. Well, I made an entry issue, and I can use that as a pre-populated field. We set these up in the back end. We can change these or add other ones, or you have a free field to say other, and I initially entered incorrect time, and I save that, and that gets fixed. Pretty simple. So again, when you go in on Tuesday, you should have your direct project code. You will have your vacation code. If there's something missing, obviously you have folks who work on overhead, admin, business development. We will get those added. You will also, the system is a smart system on the back end. Since our first day of the new pay period is a holiday, you will be able to pick for September 1st or September 2nd, whatever that Monday is, I guess. The 2nd, you'll be able to pick that as a holiday, put in your 8 hours for that day and save it. Holiday's not showing up right now because this period does not have any holidays in it. That's pretty simple there. John, did I miss anything as far as kind of a quick overview goes there that you can chime in with?
No, it's very good, Jeff. And the only thing I would add to that is on your timesheet sell day, when you're ending your time in at the end of the workday, you also have the opportunity to put comments in for that day. So we're not requiring comments right now, but you can put a little blurb about what work you did that day, just so for the reviewer purpose, it's a little more meaningful.
Yeah, and that's great if you have multiple projects, like you support different customers, or you have different tasks on the same customer. Man, that's great. I'm glad you said something. So for Tuesday, I forgot to put in Tuesday. I did 4 hours supporting the director, 4 hours planning for new directors meeting. Break out your time if we need that. You save that, and then that goes in with the comments as well for just that day, and then the manager will see that. If you are a manager as well, we'll get into kind of that process and that stage of that separately, because these will get kicked to you for your approval. but we'll deal with that now. Right now, we're just doing the front end kind of timesheet user system and how the system as a whole works. So I'm going to, again, just so this is noted for the record, now switch to the quick video that's been done by Unanet, and with my email that I sent for the invitation for this webinar today, the resource to this knowledge center was included as well. This is great that Unanet has done. It's out there for everyone to use. As far as timesheets go, they provide additional information. There's a video. Then there's some quick help pieces as well here, just some FAQs if you have issues while you're going through. Use these as a reference as well as a resource, but obviously if something's not working, you contact me or Drea, and we'll coordinate and make sure things are added or fixed, or we can address that. So I'm going to, again, quickly just go through this video. So we have this included with this training. It would have something I missed, like that piece about comments that John mentioned. That's going to be in here as well. So I'm going to play this for folks. 1 second here.
Hello, and welcome to the Unanet Quick Video Series. This particular video will focus on timesheet entry. For more information, please visit unanet.com. Let's begin. I can log into the Unanet system, and the username, by the way, is not case sensitive, but the password is. Once I land on my home dashboard, I can create a timesheet. It's down here at the bottom because this person has a lot of reports sitting out here. I can also do it from my time dashboard. I can click on plus timesheet. When I do that, create new timesheet is populated, this field, with today's date, which typically is all you'll ever need. You'll be coming in here once a time period, once a week, once a semi-monthly period, depending on the time period you're on. And you will merely leave in today's date, and when I click save, the system will create a time period that contains today's date. You will most likely never need to change this date unless you're out on vacation. In the past or the future, you can create a future or past timesheet by changing the date. I'm going to go ahead and click save, and I come into my timesheet here where I can choose the projects I'm working on and the tasks I'm working on. I can specify the hours I spent on each project and save my timesheet. So typically I'm coming in and on a daily basis entering my time, saving my timesheet, next day coming in, doing the same thing, entering my time in increments of, depending on what your system administrator has chosen, it could be hundredths of an hour, tenth of an hour, quarter of an hour, half an hour, or an hour. I can enter comments pertaining to how I spent my time on that task, on that project. And saving my timesheet. Now, again, I'm coming in each day and entering my time on my timesheet. Some projects will not allow you to enter time in advance, but some will. So you may get a pop-up saying you cannot enter time in advance. That is a project-specific setting, not a system setting. If I have any budgets against this project for me on this project, I can look at them here. I can see that I've been budgeted for 1450 hours and I've charged 1426 so far. And when I'm ready to submit my timesheet, I can click submit. At this point, I can send my timesheet on to my manager or any project approvers for approval. And if I want, I can enter comments pertaining to this entire timesheet, not just to one cell. When I'm ready, I can click submit, and that timesheet has now gone on to my manager or any project approvers for approval of the timesheet. This has been a Unanet quick video. For more information, visit unanet.com.
Okay, so that was, again, a 3-minute little quick tutorial. I think we covered most of the pieces as well. I just wanted to, she mentions a few things to clarify. So yeah, we do go in 15-minute, quarter-hour intervals. It is required daily, as she mentioned, coming in typically daily. It is obviously a requirement that we do so daily for DCA by 9 a.m. the next morning for the previous day. And as far as future timesheets go, you really can't do projects ahead of time. Again, that's a DCAA no-no. You could do leave, and that's about it. So with that, we'll open it up to folks. If there's anyone who's chatted a question, or if you guys have any questions from the phone, please jump in now. And I think we can stop the recording, John, if you want. That would probably be okay.
Okay, I'll stop that, Jeff. Thanks.